I was actually really interested in doing it, but okay, that answers the question.
Look at him fly.
Now, if you watch somebody else fly, like you see that person's flying, look how smooth it is.
It's beautiful.
I have it. I did a lot of work on making sure that flight was perfectly synced across the network. Which, if you think that is easy, then just look at flight in other games and how jittery it is when you see somebody else fly. Now, if you want to get good at like air combat, it's going to take some practice. I'm in photo mode, but there is a crosshair or a dot to help you aim, and I've been practicing quite a bit in the test server. I got like a target board, and I do like these flyovers, and so I'll like fly over something and fire at it, and check my accuracy and stuff. So if you want to get really good at it though, with like a shadow scale, it's going to take some practice. But if you get good, you'll be able to do like a flyover and fly low to the ground, shoot your plasma bolt, and fly right past them. I go, well, I want to shoot that tree, and just kind of fly out of there. I did that without even being able to see my crosshair. Just been practicing.
I'm gonna be a nervous flyer till it's a PvE server.
Yeah, so we will have PvE servers on official. We're going to put it out on open beta, or first it's going to go to, once we clear testing, we're going to put it out on our closed beta server, and it'll be there for a week for Kickstarters with early access, not early access, the beta access perk. If you pledge for that, you'll get access to the shadow scale a week early before everybody else. And then after the week, if there's no like blocker bugs, like you didn't find any kind of like killer bugs that are gonna break the game, then we're gonna deprecate the alpha and replace the alpha with the beta, and so everybody will be able to host their own beta servers, and the beta will be the new version of Day of Dragons that's live. So Kickstarters that were worried that their beta access perk that they pledged for was not going to be good for anything, and that from our plan is to always put a new dragon out to be on our official closed beta server a week early for Kickstarters with beta access, and then everybody else will get it a week later. So it's kind of like a 1 week early, 1 week early access to the new content.
Oh, the Beppo! It's so cute with the squeaks. So small.
So all the animations are done for the baby shadow scale. So it's all fully animated. We pretty much have everything done for the open beta. We just gotta get a couple things like some sound effects, and need some polish, and a couple other things need to be put in, but it's not going to take very long.
Woo! Look at his little feet. That's adorable.
I'm going to steal your guys' baby.
Kidnapping.
Hello, Flicker here.
And I want to teach the baby to fly.
Oh no!
Parenting 101.
Oh no!
It's time to learn how to fly. It's jail lesson time.
All you have to do is just drop them and let them figure it out themselves.
Sometimes it could take a while.
Alright, there goes the baby.
There goes the baby. There he is.
Baby's flying. The flight system in Day Dragons is not based on how old you are, it's based on your momentum. So you won't be able to babies can't generate enough momentum on their own to be able to fly. So they need help from their parents to be able to get some momentum. So usually that comes in by, dropping them and letting them fly, or that gives them momentum.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so
It is fun.
Juvies will reach an age at some point where they are able to get enough momentum to fly. What age is that exactly? I don't know, but at some point during the Juvie's life cycle, they will be able to run fast enough to be able to generate enough momentum to where they can fly on their own. But they could also just like fall off of something, and get momentum that way. It's a good way to help somebody learn how to fly without, them being an adult yet. So you can like take your little shadow scale babies up in the air and drop them and let them learn. They can't die from falling. They can just go down to like 1 health. So, one thing I'm excited for with the shadow scale coming out is watching the shadow skills versus the acid spitters, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of war, kind of conflict between the two species. You have a drake and you have a dragon.
Yeah, the plasmids are more likely gonna nest in the mountains when it comes to player and player.
Eventually, will both of them have their attacks or their abilities, like the spitter being able to spit acid and the shadow scale having its plasma attack?
What do you mean?
They're already in.
When the shadow scale comes out to the open beta, or is it going to be much later on?
They're both in already.
Okay, never mind.
Spitting acid.
Yeah,
Plasma right
attacks are
now.
already
The
in.
acid spitter can spit it on the closed beta right now.
Yep, attacks are already in. And decay is nasty. So for acid spitters to take out shadow skills, you definitely want to get decay on them.
Oh, there's an
And
acid spitter.
decay is it's a very nasty debuff. Yep, there's gonna be a lot of family wars, like family of dragons, so clan wars, species wars. We're excited to be able to bring this to you. We just have to make sure that it's as polished as we can get it, because for some reason Day of Dragons is criticized like 1,000 times more for one bug than any other game that I know of.
Mm,
So
it looks pretty polished already.
we have definitely it's a lot more polished than most games when they come out with an update.
Indeed.
Trying to give the haters as little as possible to hate on.
Yeah, I can't wait to start seeing people changing their minds. Oh, it's not a bad game. Ooh.
A single acid spitter is not a threat to a shadow scale. Unless you're in the water. They can definitely outswim you in the water. By the way, we're animating the Flame Stalker right now, so.
Ooh.
And we're just about ready to start on the Inferno Ravager as well. We hope to have both of those into the game in the next, probably maybe the next 4 months. Sometime in the next 4 months.
Bringing in weight painting takes a while, so yeah.
Do you have all the animations for the Magma done?
What's that?
Do you have all the animations done for the Magma?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, Magma will be the next creature coming in. That'll be the next unlockable we add. And that's something we're going to be really hush-hush about. We will let you know when it's in the game, like what update it's coming in. But as far as like how to unlock it, or it's going to be a very end-game mechanic. Like we need to keep them rare because of how powerful they are, so we don't want like a lot of them on the server. And once a player unlocks it, they get to keep it until it dies, and then they have to unlock it again. So
Devs are gonna have a lot of fun with that.
they are very, very powerful. It's going to take it'd take a group of dragons to take one down. They're class 7, so. But even more so than their class is their armor. They are, molten rocks, so they have a lot of armor against different things, and that's where acid spitters decay would be very, very handy in a trying to kill magmas.
You can get close enough.
Try to decay some of that armor. Magmas do have ranged attacks. They got close range attack where they can spew lava, which does a lot of damage if you are susceptible to fire damage. And then they have they can grab a rock and chuck it into the air, so they can knock you right out of flight, and you just fall to the ground. And so it's a PvP thing for magmas. And Magma elemental PvP is still enabled on PvE servers. So even if all a PvE server does is disables dragon versus dragon combat, it doesn't disable the dragon versus elemental combat.
Does the rock throw come with a stun?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they have the Magma Elemental, Stark Elemental skin from Kickstarter is going to look really cool. So those of you that have that will really, really be glad you got that if Elemental thing is something you'll be wanting to play.
Has there been any development on the light elemental skin?
It will come out with the Elemental. Both of the skins will come out when the Elemental is put into the game.
Alright.
So the way you tell shadow scale males from females is you look at their eyes. So the females always have different eye color than the males, even with the same skin. So I got, well, I don't know, is that, oh, that's not a male skin. But there's a lot of eye color diversity in the with shadow scales. Hungry. Can't generate bile if you are out of food, so can't get my bile back if I'm starving. You need water to generate stamina, and you need food to generate bile. No water, your stamina will not regenerate, and no food, and your bile will not regenerate. So that's your the awesome tip of the day right there.
You still lose health if you get dehydrated or starving?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you don't eat or drink, you'll die eventually. And you die faster if you don't have food or water. I'm in super mode right now, so I can't die. Look at that smooth light system. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all gonna be y'all gonna have to learn how to fly. I mean, everybody's gonna crash the first time. Everybody does, but after a couple hours of flying, you'll be like, "Oh, I got the hang of this." But then you'll start showing off, and you'll hit rocks or something. It's fun if you can like manage to stay like 2 inches off the ground.
It's fun to look at when you're an Essus Spitter trying to run away from another one. You just see a plasma coming after you. You're like, oh.
How many of you are gonna like spend hours and hours trying to master flight?
There are gonna be a lot of people spend a lot of hours on the fight.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking me if I could put like rings in the air or something so people could have like racing competitions.
That would actually be really good for practicing. Like, do like a practice map for that? That'd be cool.
Yeah, like a testing map for that would be pretty fun though. Just a target practice and rings per map. I bet the
And then-
testers would actually love that.
And then practice engaging targets in the air. That'd be really cool.
I saw somebody saying that Day of Dragons beta looked ugly. I'm thinking you must be playing on like really low settings or something.
Probably.
They must be running on low settings because that looks amazing.
This game does not look ugly. The map's a little barren at the moment because I haven't put time into it yet, but
It's
Oh,
gonna be handy when you add those rivers.
it's a red shadow scale. Patreon.
Patreon!
I do like the shades though in the red.
so like with babies, anybody can
That baby.
like steal a baby. Like
Can he
if-
drop them from high places? Just drop the baby
yeah,
from.
I can just drop
Drop
the
the
baby.
baby.
Oh my god! It
They can
flew.
fly.
Wait, is it flying? Is it
It can
flying?
fly! It can fly!
Where is it? It can fly.
There he is!
There.
Look at him go! Whee!
Like, so parents will definitely want to be protective of their babies, like, because anybody can, like, grab them and take them away and then, like, kill them later and use them for food. So, the best way to protect them is to pick them up, because if you pick them up, nobody else can grab them. So,
Small baby go fly.
and if you pick up a baby, they can't take damage. So, only you take damage.
That's awesome.
Look at him go.
Is it possible to snatch them out of the air?
Oh,
You have to
you'd
get
have
at
to
it.
be really, really good to do that.
That
Jay will make sure to give plenty of flight lessons.
So yeah, so nesting parents, you definitely want to protect your baboos. The nest can be destroyed, so if you're not around your nest, anybody can come destroy it. So you also want to protect your nests, especially if it's like got a lot of A's in it. But I think I'm about ready to get to work. Hope you all enjoyed this little video or live stream. It's very close. We're almost ready to put it out for the Kickstarters with the beta access. Any of you got that?
I think my friend gave me it.
If you
They
got
gave me
beta,
the badges.
if you got beta access, then you'll get it a week before everybody else does, and the same with every non-DLC dragon we put out. You'll get it a week before everybody else does. So
What is this?
Ooh.
Really?
RWBY. What was it, anime?
so that's what you pledged for. You get that. So all right. Well, y'all have fun. Enjoy your days. I want to get back to work.
Good luck programming.
Have fun, Jo.
Have fun. Yo.